Hey everyone, this is Tiku77.5, also known as Skiba Loves Ya, or Mugar2, depending upon where you know me from. Today I'm going to be reading a fanfic that was written by a new friend of mine by the name of humanbeldot, or humanbeldot, I'm not sure which one. The fic is a Final Fantasy VII fanfic by the name of Frog in My Throat. Before I begin reading, I would like to give a couple of warnings. Warning number 1. I speak incredibly fast. I am actively trying in this recording to speak at a more reasonable pace, but it is unusual for me, so it may be difficult. If my voice sounds a little scratchy, I'm sorry. It's almost 2 in the morning, and this is just how I sound. The other thing is my computer is a little old and tends to overheat really easily. Because I'm using the internal microphone, there may be some whirring in the background, so I apologize if that gets in the way. I also would like to warn for the mouse clicks and keyboard hits. Again, internal microphone. Can't get the external one to work. Well, enough preamble, onto the fic. Really? I had no reason to be in here. The laboratory was so glaringly sterilized, so white, so clean, that it made me shake from head to toe. The crazy scientist was nowhere in sight, thankfully, which left me to my own devices here. And I poked and prodded and hunted, peering into cupboards, opening and closing drawers. Every so often I sneezed, quite violently I might add. Was I allergic to the sparkle clean of the... it probably was. Have you seen my quarters? It's like a bomb went off in there. It had started as a normal day. Sparring with Sam, making fun of Cloud's resemblance to a chocobo, being told by Sephiroth that touching Masamune was nothing short of moronic, getting kicked out of Lazard's office, having Aerith yell at me about stepping on flowers, touching the exhibits when no one was looking, shining my sword, fighting with the vending machine. Darn that vending machine and its chalky yet delicious fake hot chocolate. At the thought of hot chocolate, I thought of food. My stomach growled at me to hurry up. I called upon my mighty reserve of soldier training and swallowed a big glob of spit. There, that shut it up real fast. Even though now my stomach's probably coated in goo and I still couldn't stop thinking about lunch. The discussion had been this morning in the cafeteria. Amongst our group, we called Hojo's cache of special fused, synthetic, and rare materia the legendary cache. I've heard, Sam said around a mouthful of food, that the cache is special summon materia. Well, it's already mastered, dude. Sam stopped chewing, sliding his jaw from side to side. I was currently engaged in pushing my food into a pile, not caring that I was getting stared at. Sam resumed his chewing. You know how useful that would be against Wutai or Genesis? I dropped a slippery egg white onto the mountain. I wonder if these will stick to the ceiling. Cloud picked up his spork and poked the eggs. They jiggled. I decided right then and there that eggs should not be gelatinous. Probably not. Too slippery. Try. Kunzel shrugged and returned to his hash browns. He made a face and scraped away the cheese. I looked at my creation and felt particularly proud. Hey look! It's Mount Nibble! Kunzel gave a slow blink. Sam exhaled, exasperated. The point is, someone should go in there and take a gander. He gestured with his spork, sending pieces of synthetic egg flopping about on the table. Someone with finesse, and style, and cool. Someone who knows how to sneak around. Someone... He paused. Zach, don't play with your food. Didn't he know I do this every morning? I wasn't gonna eat it. A stare. What else am I going to do with it if I'm not going to eat it? Another stare. I say Zach goes, Sam muttered. With deft strokes, he flipped the hash browns over, doused them in ketchup, slathered them in cheese, and took a bite. The expression on his face was difficult to read. Zach has finesse. He's got style. He can totally kick anyone's butt. I nodded excitedly. Sure can. I stabbed downward at the mountain and began to slide. Nope. Stay, you fake egg patty from hell. The mountain had become a sticky, gooey glob. No, darn you, stay! No, I told you to... I growled and stabbed it. Zach, Cloud spoke up, it's not alive. I made a puppy-like whining sound. It's looking at me. Sam facepalmed. And so I found myself promptly ejected from the table, still carrying a paper plate with makeshift eggs and hash browns with ketchup. After downing the remains of the meal, I made my way back to the lab, made sure Hojo was gone, and dove in head first. I had been hunting for an hour now. When was that scientist going to be back? I don't know the old hunchback's habits. I shouldn't be in here as it was, truth be told. Thanks to the incident with the vending machine on Tuesday, not only had I been banned from going anywhere near the thing for an entire month, but also banned from going anywhere near machines at all. Not like it was my fault. The thing wouldn't give me my change. The only thing left to do was beat it into submission, which I did. The only problem was I was a little too strong and it broke. Really bad. As in chocolate brown liquid all over the hallway, and Sephiroth having to do nothing more than glare at me. And then watch silently, amusedly, as I personally got down on the floor and scrubbed it completely clean of stains and chocolate. Chocolate should not be chalky, especially not infamous Italian chocolate. How I wished for wonderful Italian chocolate right this instant. Not that it kept me from the machine. When no one was in the halls, like after hours or early in the morning or whatnot, I returned and was more polite. Things got interesting when I shoved aside a stack of papers and glimpsed something shiny. Yes! Something shiny and bright and reddish, goldish, greenish! Distracted by the shiny, I lunged for it, and my elbow caught the stack of papers. Whoops. Frankly, all I could do was stare at it. I mean, come on, have you seen my You've already heard that. I mean, for seriously, have you seen the cafeteria after I... That doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait, have you seen my enemies after I unleashed a blizzard? Yeah, it's a mess. More often than not, I hit everything except what I'm aiming for. It looks like freaking vanilla frosting. Frosting. No, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Vanilla frosting is good. Focus, focus. It's in my hands. I have it. Except, well, the papers... Oh, gosh, the papers. Wait, where'd the mysterious red liquid from? Oh, wait, that's just a cracked valve. Ah! Fire! Out came my sword with its blizzard materia. A quick aim and a... You see, everything but what I'm aiming for. Yup. Now it looks like somebody left the window open and it snowed. Except there's no snow in Midgar in the middle of the summer, and no windows in the lab. Stupid Hojo and his paranoia. I hit the flaming papers with all I had and bailed as the ashes piled up. An entire month's worth of paperwork up in flames, courtesy of your friendly neighborhood Zach Fair. What did I come in here for? Oh, yeah, the shiny round thing. Once I was out of the lab and far, far away, I whipped it out of my pocket, examining it. Yes, it was materia. Gold with purple sparkles and green flecks. Okay, so maybe it wasn't attack materia? Or a weird-looking summon materia? Huh. For some reason, the idea of it being a summon was way more fascinating. In it went into my blade. I exhaled. Yes, I have a new materia! I swung the blade experimentally. Huh, nothing happened. So, if I turn it this way, does it... Whoops. Sorry, that was me somehow managing to ram the tip of my sword into a... lantern? I looked at the offending object and blinked stoically. A pair of mutated eyeballs stared back at me from twin stalks of pink-tinged yellow. I blinked. It blinked. A strangled scream escaped me. Well, you'd scream too! I mean, it's a plant! With eyes! That's just so unbelievably wrong! My super fast and ultra cool soldier reflexes were quickly becoming really useless. You see, Sephiroth would have caught the... No, wait, Sephiroth wouldn't have killed a poor, innocent, mutated plant by accident in the first place. Well, at least I think it's dead. It's not moving. Stupid Hojo and his weird experiments. Okay, so the materia didn't do anything. Oh well. I shrugged again, holstered my sword, and began to walk, heading for the soldier floor in the wing of the briefing room. Sephiroth's office was in there. Maybe he knew what the materia did. Besides, I decided it was best if I explained the ashes and the mess and the snow and whatever before someone else did. At best, he would give me KP for a month. At worst, he would cut my head off. I was still wondering if Phoenix Downs work on decapitated people. I walked, musing over the mysterious materia. Hey, that has a ring to it. Mysterious materia. Hey, Zach. I whirled and saw a chocobo with a mutant head. I raised my sword, ready to defend the building, ready to destroy whatever was attacking, ready to... Oh, hi, Cloud. Sorry I almost decapitated you. Could have just my Phoenix down on you, though. Yeah, I was totally gonna say that. Not. What are you doing? He asked me, and I looked at him. Yeah, I could see the resemblance to a chocobo. The sword went back to its holster. I shook my head at him. Why do you have an attack materia in your sword? He asked. Huge, and I mean huge, blue eyes looked at me, through me, and blinked long and slow. I I'd heard the expression Bambi eyes before, but I'd never seen anyone it could apply to. It definitely applied to Cloud. What's a Bambi, anyway?